Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gearhart. I'm here with Angela Wolf, who has her own video production company. Hi, Angela.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
So what makes your company special?
So my company, Angela Wolf Video, creates branded videos for corporations, entrepreneurs, and small businesses. And what we really try to focus on is listening to our clients to create the perfect project for their needs. So video can be used in so many different ways between training videos, branded videos, social media videos. We want to make sure that we can scale either from a small project to a large project for whatever our client is looking for.
And I've been working with you for, I don't know, about 9 months now, I guess. And you are very quick with your turnaround time when you're editing videos.
Thank you.
What do you typically shoot for a turnaround time?
It really depends on the project itself. Usually a simple 3-minute video can take 1 to 2 weeks. We film conferences that are, 10 hours a day, 3 days straight. That's going to take me a little bit longer to edit. But a simple social media video typically takes a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so that's great because editing I've tried doing it myself. It's no fun. It's pretty hard. That's where it gets pretty complicated pretty quickly.
Yes.
So are you doing on-site videoing now?
So yes, for the past couple of months, because of COVID, I have been doing just editing where my clients have sent in videos that they've recorded themselves that I talk them through, coach them, help them set up their gear. But now as, Philadelphia has been going from the yellow to the green phase, I have actually been doing film shoots in person, which is wonderful. I am Safe Set certified for COVID. So that means I took a class online and got certified. So I know everything that needs to be done to keep the crew and the talent and the clients safe while we're filming in person. So we still keep all of our in-person shoots, very small crew, very small talent. But it's wonderful that we're able to get back to it and start working with people in person again.
Because video has become more important than ever.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. It's a way to connect with your clients that before, if you were used to having someone walk through your front door into your shop, you don't get that anymore. So you need to stay connected with your customers and your clients, even if your location might not be physically open.
And how long have you been a videographer?
So I went to Temple University for Film and Media Arts, and I graduated in 2013. So I've been doing videos since then. I started Angela Wolf Video as my own company in 2016.
And how many clients do you think you've videoed so far?
Oh man, that's a question. Over, the past 4 years is just my company. Easily over 100. Every year I have clients that come in and just need me for just a one-time project, and then I have clients like you that I get to work with on a regular basis, which I love. So it's kind of always changing on how many clients I'm currently working with on any given day.
Well, and I have to say the videos have really helped my husband's law firm. Even before COVID, people would watch the videos and then they would just do everything by phone because they felt like they already knew him, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear. But it's a wonderful way to get your personality through so that people can feel comfortable before they make that first step of giving you a call or reaching out.
And so one of the things that I found different about working with you from maybe some other people is that you really listen, but you also make really good creative suggestions. And then if somebody asks you for something, you'll go above and beyond and give them something extra. So that they never would have thought of. That is very creative. So you have a lot of talent.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. It is really important to know and listen to what your clients want, but then since I have the knowledge, the school, the experience behind me, I can say, hey, to best achieve the vision that you have, I think we should do it this way, or we should take this approach. So that's I feel like it's really collaborative.
And I feel like you know a lot of tricks that the general public doesn't know about shooting and about editing.
It's all about that movie magic, right? You know, what you see and what the camera sees is so different. So you got to kind of do those tricks of the camera to get things to look just right.
I know when you were doing the Gearhart Law videos, you had us sitting close together, and everybody was like, well, this is a little too close together, isn't it? And then when they came out, it looked like we were right next to each other. Like, it was so fun.
You know, it's all about, you know, camera angles and lenses and lights, and it's really a different way to look at things. That the way that our brain interprets something is so different from the way a camera can interpret something, and it's just kind of knowing where that disconnect is and how to make the vision in your head come out on camera.
So what do you think makes for a really good video?
I think above all else, you need good content. You know, if the content is there, people are going to watch. But above that, you need amazing audio, which is something you don't always think about for video, right? You're thinking of your camera, but the audio is so important because you can always add a picture or add something in post over top of a bad video. There's just not much you can do with bad audio. So you always want good audio, and then of course, good lighting. Good lighting will take an camera and make it look really nice.
And where there's certain places where you put the lights, right? Where would the lights go typically?
So you definitely want a light facing you front, right? Like I have a bunch of windows in front of me right now. That's kind of my Zoom setup so that I'm well lit from kind of all angles in the front. And then you also would like to have a light kind of back here if possible, to do like a hair light to help bounce you off of the background so you don't kind of like melt into what's behind you.
And you have been doing a lot of videos on how to get the best video from Zoom for people, right?
Yes.
So what are some of your best tips from those?
I think, like I just said, you want to be sitting in front of windows where you're facing the window and the camera or the computer is between you and the window, so you can really utilize that natural light. And then you're going to want to make sure that you have headphones in, like what we're doing right now, so that there's no reverb from when you're speaking. I'm not picking it up on my microphone and vice versa. And then, of course, if you're in a big Zoom meeting with, 10, 20 people, just put yourself on mute unless it's your turn to talk, because there's so many times, let me tell you, that, someone walks past my front door and my dogs start barking like crazy, and suddenly I'm the one everyone's focused on, even though I'm not the speaker. So just keep yourself on mute until it's time for you to talk, and that really makes the whole Zoom experience flow really nicely.
I think that's really good advice. And as you said, be aware of your background too. So
Yes, yeah. You don't want anything too distracting. I always like to kind of keep my background a little bit darker and make sure the light is hitting me so that I'm in focus and I'm kind of what people are paying attention to.
right. And then also, I think people need to be aware of what they're doing so they're not like scratching their face all the time and playing with their hair and stuff, right?
Yes, that's very hard to do, to be mindful of that. But just remember that you are on camera. So something as simple as, a hair flip, it could be very distracting, or scratching your nose, like you said, taking a drink of water. You just want to make sure that if you need to do any of that, that's while someone else is talking, while you might not be on camera and while you aren't being the focus of attention at that moment.
Right. And if you're shooting a video in a studio or somebody's office or something, you can either start over or you can cut that stuff out. It's not live like the Zoom meetings are.
Right. That's the really nice thing about when you're pre-recording something, especially if you do a 2-camera setup, which I tend to do. You always have another angle to cut to kind of cut around those awkward moments. But when you're doing a live video, either a live stream or a Zoom meeting, you don't really have that luxury. So you just have to be a little bit more cognizant.
Right. So as a professional videographer, you have a lot of equipment, but you can travel with it, and are you going to people's places now? Or are they coming to a studio where you are?
I did a little bit of both recently, actually. There is a studio that I love to rent out in Philadelphia that I went to with a client, and they just sent the talent and myself. So it's just 2 people in the studio. We both wore masks until the talent had to get on camera, and then she took her mask off, and we made sure to stay 6 feet apart. And then I filmed another product video actually for a brand new COVID related product. And we went into the office for that one. And again, it was one of those days that they were able to ask all of their office employees to work from home. And the only people in the office was the people that had to be on camera.
So do you feel like the people that are getting professional videos right now have an advantage over these Zoom videos?
Absolutely. I mean, I think people can understand the limitations we have right now during COVID and quarantine, but at the same time, video is something that people look at to find um, comfort, to find legitimacy, to really understand about a company and a product. And research shows that companies that put out videos seem more trustworthy than companies that don't. And because of that, you know, do you want the thing that your customers or potential customers are judging your trustworthiness about to be an iPhone video you shot, you know, the other day while you're walking between, you know, your car and your house? Or do you want the thing that shows how trustworthy your brand is to be well produced and a really good representation of you and your company?
So what is the typical price range? Say somebody wanted maybe a 10-minute blog video or something.
So I charge my filming by the day. I do a day rate, depending on how many cameras you would like. And then I do my editing by an hourly rate. And then if it's going to be a self-contained project where, you know, you need me to come one day, film like a product video, and then take it back, edit it, and give you one video, I can always give a price based off of that, like as a package, so you know exactly how much to expect and we don't go over that price. But each project's a little bit different, and so I actually offer a free 30-minute consultation over the phone to find out exactly what you're looking for in your video project, and I can give you the best, most accurate quote, so we know that we both feel comfortable about what's expected and what you'll be getting.
So why would I pick you over somebody else to do my videos?
I love working with people, and what I really think is special about video is that it can be so collaborative. So I like working with our clients to figure out exactly what their vision is and how I can kind of take these puzzle pieces and fit them together to make the video that they're looking for.
Wonderful. Is there anything else we need to know about you?
I think the only other thing would be to check out my website at angelawolfvideo.com. Or if you're curious and you want to find out about my prices or see, you know, if your video idea is something that's feasible, people can go onto bit.ly/callawv and schedule a call with me.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you, Angela.
Thank you so much.